Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you did not see the combos and dodge reads guide, I would highly recommend you watch that before you do this. But if you already know all the combos and all the dodge reads, this will just be an overview on how you're gonna be wanting to use each move, and then an general overview on how to just use the weapon in general. So, without further ado, let's get into it. It's decent as a get off me tool. It's kind of your only get off me tool that you have as gauntlets. So like if you have them, I don't know, dashing in to you, have them just do a heavy attack. Well, that's not it. But if you have them dashing into you, you can't really do that on this. But if somebody's dashing into you, you just do click and like it's pretty fast. Like it comes out really fast. So if you just get it right when they're dashing in, you don't have to read it or anything. You might be able to react if you have fast enough reaction time. The only downside to it is you see it lasts for a good amount of time. It's a little bit than the herb, and like so it's not horrible if you whiff, but say they do that when you do it, they can get behind you. They could, I don't know, punish you, maybe get a combo off. You'll learn that in combos video. Go watch that. Shameless plug. Sorry, but just watch out while you're using that, because there's definitely a chance they could punish you pretty decently for whiffing it. Downlight, the best punishing tool ever. Just amazing. Look how fast it comes out, like instant, basically. Look at all the range it has. I could hit him from here. Yeah, I can hit him from here, here, and still hit them with a D-light. It's awesome for punishing. It starts combos. It's used in combos. This is like just the Swift army knife of Gauntlets moves and pretty much any move in the game. It's really, really nice to have. Just use this all the time. You can kind of spam it. It's pretty slow on whiff, so only use it if you know it's gonna hit. So like this could be the only weapon, or this could be the only move you use in neutral the entire game, but you would have to make sure you're hitting it. But like see right there, I just hit them from here. Like from here it hits. So can overestimate the range, because if you go into the whatever, the view, see that downlight will ever go. It's pretty right here. So like if you look at where the glove hits, it's not like it's halfway through the actual range of the move. So definitely keep that in mind, that it has an insanely long range. That's pretty much it for downlight. Sidelight. This, if they do an attack and you can hit this, honestly, still hit downlight, because you can combo into it, but then that's how you get all your needs and stuff like that. Kill most of the time. Sidelight sets up for everything, and it gets set up by your best neutral move, so that's super, super helpful to have. This is what you're gonna use just as your points. So you're gonna come down, you're gonna do your reading and killing this move. Nair. This is our first aerial we're covering. It's not that great if you're just spamming it. Like for sword, as example, like you could only boom, dash in, juggle, juggle, juggle. Like it's an amazing move. But for gauntlets it's definitely not that, because it only covers like a little bit above it. See, like right there. Like it doesn't cover a huge area above your head, so they could just go to the side a little bit and then punish you. It's mainly used for combos, so you have it and you're down in there. Super helpful. Getting strings and combos off. It's mostly used as like a way to get your opponent as you want them to be. So you could get them in like in the middle of a combo, you could get them off stage if you don't reverse it with D-Light Dair or D-Light Nair. Off stage it's D-Light Dair. So I hit them like right here and they ended up all the way here. So if you're here, they'd be off stage and get all your jump reads and all that good stuff. Which Gauntlets has a crazy off stage game. I'll put that in the neutral overview later in the video. But yeah, it's pretty good to just move them around and keep them in combos. It's not that great at all. It's, in my opinion, the worst move on it's very bad on whip. The jump 3 and then I can't like it's very hard to act out of off whiff. If you see, like I was spamming jump, it's like a full second of whatever stun after. I would definitely not recommend just throwing this out. The only time I ever use Dair is in D-Light Dair, and if I get them off stage and I'm not sure whether they're gonna jump or just not jump at all, like if I know they're not fast falling, because I don't think it gets fast falling, but if you know they're not gonna jump, then you can, but you're like, if you're sure, because if you know they're gonna jump, Groundpound. But if you don't know if they're gonna jump or just stand still or move a little bit, Dair, and it covers a lot of options off stage. But other than that, in D-Light Dair, you don't really use it that much. Sair, man, Sair, you have it in D-Light Sair, which is really nice to hit off stage. I like to use it if I'm like really deep off stage and I hit a gravity cancel. I don't know what happened there. I like to do it if I'm like far off stage and I hit a gravity cancel D-Light. Because if you hit a D-Light Nair off stage, then you're gonna go really far out, which is good if you're like right here. That's really good, because then they're basically already dead. But if you're already here, I would recommend just sticking with the D-Light Sair, and that definitely just gives you a free stock, and I don't know, and chase dodge back, Sair back. That's also a huge thing that Sair's useful for here, and I only have I don't use a single jump. Like, that's not how you use it, but that is how you use it. I'm not too far. If I have no jump, I can get back from there, even use dodge. Like, it just gives you a ton of horizontal. See, like, it's really useful to recover with. It puts them in a good direction for off stage. If you hit it on stage for some reason, that's jumpable. Be like, it's jumpable, but it's good to hit because obviously it puts them off stage. It's kind of a simple combo. You'll get used to using it. You don't use it too much when you play if you're playing optimally. But it's really useful to have just if they're really far out here, Sair, it has a pretty far reach, so keep that in mind. Recovery. Recovery's just amazing. Like, it's very good as an actual recovery. Like, even exhausted, it's very good to use. You can do that, which is unjumpable. Sidelight. Recovery, it kills very well. It's pretty safe, honestly, so if you're coming in, you can recover right there if they're kind of like getting too close for your liking. It has a pretty big forward hitbox, so like, see, it hits a good amount, not too much forward, but like, it's a disjoint, at least a little bit, so if they don't have a disjoint and they're just attacking you, that can definitely help. It's good for pretty much just the job of recovery. Like, it's one of the most basic recoveries, in my opinion. It's just kind of, it gets you up, it does damage, and it has high knockback, but it's nothing that you're gonna spam a lot until they're really high health and you're hitting these. Groundpound. This is the best groundpound in the game. It's such a good groundpound. Because when you look at it, it's like, it's a decent groundpound. It's pretty far out. But when you realize that you can move this far horizontally, you can't move backwards. Like, I'm holding back and it kind of just goes straight. But you can reverse it, so like, if, I don't know, they're on the wall, you can dash jump, and like, you don't have to have super great timing. Like, you could dash jump there, and that's something you would want to do. Like, if you, I don't know, it's just, it has a huge amount of maneuverability, a large knockback, it's pretty quick to pull out. Overall tips, gauntlets are very dependent on dodge reads. This is where you're gonna get half of your damage in a game up to, so you're gonna really need to work on those if you're gonna start maining gauntlets. Just keep that in mind. If you really don't like reading dodges, then you might want to choose a different weapon to play, just because this is very dependent on those. You're gonna want to get super close to your opponent. So Diana has guns, and if I'm right here, the only move that can hit me with guns is N light and down light, where all of my moves can hit. So that's just, you're in advantage if you're right next to them, and say hammer, axe, guns, bow. Right here, I can only hit this and not even downlight, so I can only hit one move, where they can probably hit all of their moves. So you're gonna want to be really close to them, because that's when you're gonna start getting all your damage and all your dodge reads. I would just play smart. If you're close to them, they can still spot dodge, they can dash out of the way. Don't just dash in and start attacking and just weapon spam, whatever. So I find myself getting carried away with that a lot, just because it's an aggressive weapon, so you know you're supposed to run in and attack them, but you have to think before you attack. As always, it's one of probably the hardest weapons in the game. It's one of, if not the hardest weapon in the game. Sorry, stumbled over my words there. But you think, basically. Don't just run around attacking and doing stupid stuff. That'll keep you in silver. Almost all the time, if you're right next to somebody, they'll attack. You can spot dodge through them like that, and then you can punish their whiff, which is what I like to do a lot, because I'm in a lower elo. Don't really play ranked much, so whenever I do, I can just go in there and clown on people, you know? Just a lot of people don't play smart because they know it's an aggressive, you're supposed to get up in their face weapon. That just because you have to get up in their face to play it optimally does not mean that you have to just throw out attacks and lose to play optimally, because obviously that's not right. But just like overall tips and tricks, I said some of these in the combos video, but for like move wise things, you have your Nair. I forgot to record an outro, so here we are. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. You know the drill. Notifications, anything. Tell me what I should do next. I'm working on a video. I know I've said this for a while, but I'm gonna work on it. Trust me. I'm gonna try to start a new series. Hopefully it's funny or entertaining. Something good. Make sure to tune into that and have a day.